Hello, everypony. Board Brony here. Just got back home from Canterlot Gardens. Um, First off, pretty crazy. Had a great time. Don't get me wrong. Had a wonderful time. So many really nice people I met there. Got some really nice swag while I was there. Including my Fluttershy dog tags that you might hear rattling around while I'm talking. The staff was really cool. They had an insane listing of celebrity guests, and really awesome guests who might not necessarily consider themselves a celebrity. If I really had any complaints, it is the first year for Canterlot Gardens, and it did kind of show a bit. Granted, I'm sure they did the best with what they had. They had a limited amount of space in the hotel, and I would imagine they probably didn't expect the kind of numbers that they got. Pre-reg, if I understand correctly, pre-reg sold out days in advance, days before the convention, and by Saturday morning they were even out of walk-in passes for Saturday and Sunday. Like, they sold out of all of them. So, like, by Saturday, no one new could even get registration at all. It was pretty crazy. I haven't seen anywhere where the numbers have been posted yet, but I heard rumors ranging from several hundred all the way up to 2,000, which I find that number a little hard to believe. I don't think there was really enough space for that many people. And as a result, the staff had a little bit of difficulty with maybe not crowd control, but maybe the logistics of the crowd. There wasn't enough room for lines to form for a lot of the panels. We had some issues with large groups loitering in the lobby and getting chased out by the staff. Things like that. It seemed like there really wasn't a whole lot of pre-planning, to be honest, for the between panels periods. Over the course of the weekend, they changed their minds on more than one occasion about lining up for panels. They went from line up as long as you stay out of the middle of the hallway to no one's allowed to line up until 5 minutes or less before a panel starts, and they would just run people off. And then back again. I had issues with basically the main exit of the panel room leads out into the lobby, which is the same place where the lines for the panel room form. And there really wasn't any plan or direction as far as where to funnel these people that are now leaving the panels. Actually, Friday when I got there, they didn't even have a sign or a staffer designated to point out which line was for pre-registration and which line wasn't. So that was fun. I mean, like I said, they did a good job overall, and I'm sure they did the best they could with what they had. I'm sure they really weren't prepared and really didn't have the space or the manpower to deal with that number of attendees. But I feel like there may have been some lack of pre-planning on their part for some of that, especially for the best way to use the space they had available. Like, there weren't staffers manning any positions to help direct and guide the crowds or the lines for the most part until they already got out of hand, and then someone would step in because they were told to. So, great con regardless. Had a great time. Really got carried away during the charity auction. A bit of a sucker for the environment. Ended up blowing a little more money than I really probably should have. I was going to post the recording I got of the voice actor panel for the script reading, but the hotel I was staying at Friday and Saturday night across the road, the wireless there was down to below dial-up speeds. There were so many people trying to use it. And while the other hotel I stayed at for Thursday night and Monday and Sunday night was a little better, it still didn't have nearly the upload speed to be able to post anything. And by Monday morning when I checked, pretty much everything from the live stream had already been reposted, so there's really no point in posting mine. Theirs is much better anyway. Let's see. But if you check the live stream from the charity auction, you can probably see me being very excessively generous. I caved on the derpy merchandise. I've got a real weakness for it. And when the first piece of Chaotic Brony's artwork, who, might I add, is not only a fantastic artist, but a really nice guy, one of his first pieces, The Mark of Twilight Sparkle, came up, I absolutely had to have it. I didn't realize, actually, that I was sitting one person away from him the entire auction until he actually shook my hand to thank me for buying it. And then I ended up hanging out with him a little bit at one of the room parties later on Sunday, I think, maybe Saturday? I can't remember. But yeah, he's a real cool guy, really talented artist. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on his page, and pretty sure I'll end up buying some more stuff from him in the future. What else? I got a bump into Saber Spark prior to one of the panels he was working on, and I totally nerded out on him in an embarrassing way, but he was totally cool, so I really appreciate that. There wasn't any video of it as far as I could tell. We had some hallways of self-esteem that I got involved in on Sunday. The first one popped up, I think, Friday, and then they happened off and on. And basically around an entire loop of hallway, we had people lined up on either side, just randomly applauding and cheering when anyone walked through, which ended up drawing some of the voice actors. What else? Bought a ton of t-shirts, which was awesome. Bought a few prints. Donated some money to another one of the groups there who premiered their commercial, which they've bought spots for all over the time preceding and the time during the Season 3 premiere, which is undoubtedly ungodly expensive. And due to their charity work, they've actually established for the Cal Arts University a Derpy Hooves scholarship, or grant, one of the two, which I think is absolutely delightful. And they're planning on making it like a permanent fixture. It's not going to be a one-time thing. Because I'm a huge sucker for Derpy. What else? So many cool things happened there. Met a lot of great people. A lot of things. Next thing I want to get to right away. Sorry for not uploading before I left. And as I already explained, I had no opportunities to upload while I was there. I have a lot of thank yous to hand out, actually. In the time that I've been gone, views and comments and subscriptions have jumped up dramatically. Interesting how that happens when I'm not uploading things. That's funny. So, I want to thank all of you very, very much for that. I know I promised you something different before I left, and I'm still planning on doing that in appreciation for everything you guys have done. So, I'm going to make one more effort to get some of the viewers out there to throw me a suggestion for like a one-shot or a flash fiction or something quick like that you'd like me to do. I'll do it the best I possibly can, as real and dramatically as I possibly can. I did a few quick pre-reads of The Cough. For those of you that may have already heard of it or read it, and I think I might give that one a shot. My character voices aren't that great, but I'm going to mainly focus on the acting itself as best I can, and hope the rest just kind of falls into place. And then after that, of course, we'll get back to My Roommate's a Vampire. Now, I did have one quick thing I wanted to point out. I was checking out the comments on the channel. And on the videos. And I believe that there was a very valid point made. Let me see if I can find it here somewhere. Oh, from ZippoMan924. About the story having 23 chapters. I think you're actually right. I saw that comment the other day. I jumped on and did a quick count, and I think I might have actually miscounted. So that's embarrassing. So, I want to do some stuff today. I'm probably going to go ahead and throw up and do a recording for the cough and the next couple of chapters, at least. But then I'll wait to upload the cough to see if you guys have any other requests instead of that. And we will go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Like I said, I want to thank all of you for your comments, for your views, for your subscriptions. Especially, like, while I was gone all at once. Like, at the end of each of those days, like, getting back to the room and checking my email and seeing new subscriptions, new comments, it's insanely motivational for me to keep going and keep doing this, especially some of the comments about you guys really appreciating it and enjoying it. That is fantastic, and I thank you very much for that. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and end this here and get this uploaded. Probably take a quick break because I'm starving, because I just did an 8-hour drive in 6 hours. I'm not going to go into detail how I pulled that off. And I am starving. So I'm probably going to eat something and then get back to work. So, like I said, you guys, I totally want to hear your suggestions or recommendations for something quick for me to do for you guys as a thank you. And thank you so much for listening and everything else.